Hello fam, I'm glad that you took the time to watch this video, and I pray that you take the time to really pay attention. This message is to be able to open your mind for you to see the exactly what I am expressing, because even the Bible itself expresses how important love is, and everything I do is for the love of God and the descendants, and that's you and I am going to show you a video about the Bilderberg group and the Bohemian Grove, which are two secret parties that goes on every year for the elite, which are the same people that also attend those Diddy parties. Like they used to go to those Hugh Hefner parties. So please listen and not be so quick to judge like most people do. This is very important, even if you don't think so. Every message I bring is because God instructed me to do so.
Why do they do weird, creepy shit? Why do they put on a mask and the robe and do the plays and the owl with the and then sacrificing? I don't know, whatever.
Why do you have a giant owl? I mean,
Exactly.
Why do you do that?
What is that in human nature? Because I don't think that rich people are different than not rich people. What is it about wealth and power that brings that out of people?
Well, part of it is the ritual aspect of it. And yeah, that clearly is a ritual. I mean, it's pretty simple. Rituals are just a series of actions performed in a precise sequence to produce an effect. That describes a lot of things. It describes plays, symphonies, every movie you've ever seen.
I wanted to pause right there because I want y'all to ponder on what he said about a ritual. A ritual is something that happens over and over again until it takes effect. I want y'all to think about this rap music. You notice it played on the radio all the time, same day, and the same songs. A ritual. If you keep hearing it, you act on it. You emotionally get connected to it. You feel that song. And when you gotta ask the question why majority of most black people are the way they are right now, it's because of this ritual, this influence, this perpetual idea that they planted in our minds. And this goes all the way back from the beginning of enslavement. At this particular point, this is just a new type of slavery. I want y'all to remember that. This is a new type of slavery that we're living in right now.
A movie is a ritual. It is a series of actions carried out in a precise sequence to produce an effect, with an added soundtrack to cue you to what emotions you're supposed to be feeling.
It's a great idea. So the rich people should just go to a movie, or maybe just go to a Taylor Swift concert. Like, why do you have to?
Well,
Yeah, I'm cooked. I gotta run.
An invite-only secret society of American elites who gather in the woods 2 weeks out of every year to decide the future of the world and conduct human sacrifice rituals in front of a 40-foot owl god named Moloch. Or so the rumors say. Many have begun wondering what actually goes down here after famous boxer Ryan Garcia said this.
The babies, guys, babies! They're eating babies, literally! And I'm the crazy one.
So they're in with these bankers and former presidents.
Yes.
And some guy brings over something that it's an effigy that's supposed to be a body.
Yeah.
And then they drop it on the fire. And they're all worshiping an owl god.
But before I sneak into the grove, what do the locals nearby know? Right in front of me, we got the hoot owl. You guys know what that owl is?
Well, yeah, that's. No.
Oh, no? No. Oh, we're just walking around and talking. I thought you saw it. We can walk away, though. We're just trying to learn what's going on with the owl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't know?
The locals were immediately on guard. You know anything about the Bohemian Grove?
I worked there before, yeah.
You worked there? Whoa, what did you see?
A lot of things that I cannot talk about.
Actually?
Yeah.
Would you give us, theoretically, what might you have seen if someone were to work there?
I cannot talk about that.
Did you sign a document?
Nope, but I cannot talk about.
Did you partake in anything?
Have a wonderful day, sir.
Okay, wow.
Please be careful, okay?
Be careful? Do you think we're dealing with things that are much more powerful
All I can say.
What did he see? You know anything about the Bohemian Grove?
Yeah, I used to work there like 10, 15 years ago. Oh, I don't want to be on camera.
Oh,
You know they planned the bombing for Hiroshima and Nagasaki there?
what was that?
Never mind.
Everyone here knew something about the Grove until they saw my little camera.
It's probably not a good place to be going unless you know what you're doing.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of rich, crazy people up there.
Trying to get in?
p.m.
My father was in.
Oh, he was in the club?
Yeah.
Who was he?
He's a Mason.
Oh, he was a Mason.
39th.
Did you inherit his will? His Freemason will?
I can't disclose that.
Okay. Is there anything we should know?
Probably not. Probably you want to mess with it?
Okay.
No, I'm done here.
All right. Thanks so much for your time. Appreciate you. That's it. What would happen?
I don't know.
You know anything about the Bohemian Grove?
I know lots about the Bohemian Grove.
Would you like to share?
No.
Is there some darkness to it?
Don't film me. Hit the road.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't really get up there, though.
Can't get in? You seen any crazy things or no?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I think a lot of naughty goes up there, you know. They just go free and let loose.
But luckily, I found a nearby crystal store with a lady who claimed to have folded George Bush's underwear when they came to town. Anything about the Bohemian Grove?
Too much.
Too much? What do you know?
I have actually folded laundry for the Bohemian Grove before when I needed to, so all of their laundry is processed through the laundromat.
Oh, interesting.
That is around the corner. So I've folded George Bush's sheets, for heaven's sakes. You will start to see a lot of helicopters flying in directly to the property. Bill Clinton's been there, George Bush has been there. It has been rumored that the next president is always decided there before it occurs, but that is a rumor. I've literally had Grovers. Some dude forgot his credit card and handed me his Grove card as collateral. And I'm
Whoa,
like,
Grove ID.
And before the Grove happens, you watch a bunch of limos with high-end hookers come in. They're not allowed to bring women back to the facility, but the boys will stay off campus there. The other things that happen is they hit up all of the locals on where they can get drugs every effing year.
So that's the last thing to make my point. And what I wanted to make clear is that other people do the same thing as P. Diddy. Have parties, secret meetings, and whatnot. And not one time out the, don't tell them how long, 50 years, 60 years of this been going on, they down Diddy. And the only difference is because he's a black man. He's black. And also, before I leave, I'm gonna leave you the last statement that he made before he incarcerated. But my brothers and sisters, this is a wake-up call. Because even though you might be doing straight now, anything can happen in this system. And if you're not prepared and they keep keeping us divided the way it is, it'd be easy for them to continue to infiltrate and do the thing that they do. So stay up, stay blessed, peace out.
and that's going to support and breed young black politicians and social leaders. How can we end this? Trying to think about solutions, because you could be angry, and you could march, you could protest, and people could hear you, but that don't mean that they're making any changes. Mm-hmm. So for me, it was us looking within ourselves and saying, let's not wait for these people to come and save us. Let's not wait for the Democratic Party. Let's not wait for government. Let's own our politics. Mm-hmm. Black politics. We need to own that. We need to have a platform, an institution that's going to support and breed young black politicians and social leaders that have integrity, not just in the quiet rooms, publicly.
One question about race in the first presidency.
One question about race, and I was hurt. I didn't feel like Joe Biden really defended us. I want to make sure we don't miss the importance of this time. Mm-hmm. We've never had a political party. We wasn't born Republican and Democrat. We don't even get we don't get talked about. Mm-hmm. We're not a topic of conversation. And we can stand by and keep on doing the same thing. Yes. Right now, let's stay focused on Trump. But let's start to fight for our futures. And politically, the only way to do that is by what we're doing with our black party.
So what impact do you hope to have in advancing our political interests with our black party?
You know what it's about? Is like-minded people being able to have a place that they can meet and they can contribute. Mm-hmm. Because it's not about one person. This whole thing is set up on unity. Will we be able to finally have black unity? Because if we don't, we're on the verge of becoming extinct.
So what does black political power look like to you?
Black political power, it's all rooted in the education, and to be in control of our destiny, not putting it in somebody else's hands that's coming from outside of the community or doesn't have the community's best interests at heart. And that's success. To me, it's the local election. It's not the presidential election. Mm-hmm. It's the local elections. In our neighborhoods, who's running our neighborhoods? Who are the judges that are being elected into office that's jailing us, that's keeping the same insanity? Mm-hmm. We got to be able to bang on another sophisticated level, and it's not hard to understand. This is not like a hard sell, but this is the most dangerous thing we could do. This is one of the biggest threats. This, in us weaponizing our vote and weaponizing our dollar, is a nightmare.
It's good.